Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So this is my first impressions of the UMiTouch X. Now I've reviewed other products like this from Umi and they turn out to be pretty good. But this one kind of takes it to a different level for me. It's got really stellar build quality. So I'm going to tell you my first impressions after using this for about 4 days or so. So on the front here, as you can see, it has a 1080p display coming in at 5.5 inches. Now, the display is pretty sharp, pretty crisp. It's definitely really bright. It has like a plasticky feel to it, but it's very nice, 5.5 inches, 1080p. I don't think you can go wrong with that. Next, looking at the back of the device here, you can see it's got a loudspeaker on the back here, and that's where it houses the 8 megapixel Sony camera there. Now, this camera is pretty good. It'll take decent photos. Shutter time is kind of slow. But still, it's a really nice camera, and the overall build quality of the phone is actually pretty good. It's an all metal body except for the plastic on the top and bottom for antennas. As you can see there, for the speaker, it's on the back of this phone. Taking a look at the bottom here, you can see it just houses a microphone and a charge and sync spot there. And that is it for the bottom. Not much going on there, but you can see a little bit of the antenna lines that go along the bottom there. And flipping around to the top, you can see it houses the headphone jack, and then you can see a little bit more of the antenna lines there. On this side of the phone, you can see there's just a SIM tray. And then on the other side, you can see the volume rocker and the power button, which I think those are positioned pretty good, really nice. On the front here, this looks like a fingerprint reader, but it's actually not. There's another version of this phone where it's actually a fingerprint reader, and it's about $40 more. And you get a little bit different specs. On the top here, it has a front-facing camera, and this is a 2 megapixel, and then it has an LED flash for the front, so that's pretty good. This color, this white front with the gold, actually looks pretty solid. Overall, the performance on here is it's a stock experience. There was no bloatware on here at all. I had to add everything except for the Google Play Store. That is the only thing that it had on here, which is a positive thing. It runs Android 6.0. And I think that's a really good thing. Overall, though, the performance on here has been pretty good. I've been pretty impressed with it. The touch sensitivity on the screen, it's a little laggy at times, but this does run a MediaTek processor, and this phone only retails for $100. So that is a huge plus. You get a lot of specs here for $100. You get a 1080p 5.5 inch display. You get a 16 megapixel camera. This has 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs onboard storage with an SD card. So that's a huge plus. So my first impressions of this phone after using it for about 4 or 5 days, I think I've been using it for about a week or so now. It's actually pretty solid. And for $100, what more could you ask for? So this is the UMiTouch X. I'll be giving you more videos on this in the coming days. So stay tuned. It's your man Jay Will. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.